from SoFi Stadium.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Now Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run on first down. Harris. Big hole up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Damian Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
first carry for Raheem Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Jones. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Jones. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. First down and a little extra from Mostert. Touchdown, LA! Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
On first down, Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Damian Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Jones. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Throwing, Jones.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Tackle made back at midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Lions, first down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he hits Drake. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Detroit. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage,
They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now it's 2nd and 9. Kaepernick going to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Detroit. Damian Harris, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Lions might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They go play action here on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And all the way down to the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he will find Ridley on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
Jones on 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll look to throw again.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Pass midfield. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now here's another carry for Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Jones. Gets this to Waller.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. An extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Detroit, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for L.A., the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.